Hello friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel 3D Parametric Solid Model Drawings. Today we will create a model anvil in Simon NX software. Here we are showing the images of this model that you observe it. What will you look like after this model is made? So let us start the tutorial. Now we will create a new inch part file. And save the file with the name anvil. OK. Now see, the graphic window is visible here. Now we will activate the sketch tool. OK. Create a new sketch on the XY plane of the part. OK. Now activate the rectangle tool and start the rectangle from here. OK. Alright. Activate the rapid dimension tool. Select this line of the rectangle and set the length value 8 inches. Select this line and fill the dimension 12 inches. OK. Activate the make symmetric command. Select this line, select this line and select the y-axis. That's it. OK. Select this line and select this line of the rectangle and select x-axis. OK. Now my rectangle is placed on the center of the part origin. Now activate the arc tool. Start the arc from this point and this point over the line and set the radius 6.772 inches. That's it. And apply the dimension from this point and this point. OK, and set the value 1.456 inches. Apply the same dimension from this point and this point. OK. Select this line and convert it to construction geometry. Create a line from this point and this point. OK. And create another line on the opposite side of the profile. OK. Now we will activate the mirror curve command. Select this line and arc and this line. OK, that's it. Select the center line. Choose y-axis to create opposite side of the rectangle. OK, now see the result. OK, apply the coincident constraint between these endpoints. Now my sketch is fully constrained. Finish the sketch. Choose isometric view. Now we will activate the extrude command. Okay, the extrude dialog box is visible here. Choose connected curve option and select the sketch profile. Now the preview of the extrude feature is visible now. Set the distance value 2 inches. Okay, that's it. Now my first extrude feature is visible in the graphic window. Save the file. Select this sketch and close the visibility of the sketch. Now we will activate the datum plane command. Okay. Okay, select the bottom face of the feature. Okay. And set the offset distance value 7.5 inches. Choose reverse direction. Okay. Now see the result. My plane is created over the previous feature, and create a new sketch on this plane. Choose top view. Now we will activate the rectangle tool and create a rectangle. Now we will apply the dimensions on this rectangle. The height of the rectangle 7 inches and width of the rectangle 5 inches. Okay, that's it. Make symmetric command between these two lines and the center line, so that my rectangle is placed on the center part of the origin. Okay, now see the result. Now create a point on this line and activate the rapid dimension tool and apply the dimension between the end point of the line and this point. Okay, now we will activate the mirror curve command and select this point. Okay, select the center line, choose y axis. Okay, now you will see that my point is created on the opposite line of the rectangle. Okay, create another point by using the mirror curve command. Okay, finish the sketch, close the visibility of this plane, save the file. Okay, activate the sketch preference command. Go to the session settings, uncheck the change view orientation area, choose OK. Activate the datum plane command, select this point and this line. OK, now my plane is created, and create a new sketch on this plane. Activate an arc tool, create an arc on these endpoints of the profile. Okay, that's it. Finish the sketch. Now create another arc on the opposite side of the extrude feature. make sure 4 separate arcs will be created on this plane by using new sketch command. Okay, finish the sketch. That's it. My arc is created. Select the z-axis and fill the value 90° to rotate the model. Okay, activate the plane command and create a plane on this point and this edge. Okay. Now we will create a new sketch on this plane and create a same 4 arcs that we had done earlier on the previous face. Okay, now my sketch profile is completed. Create another new sketch on this face. Now activate the project curve command and project of this face. Okay, finish the sketch. Now activate the fill surface command. Okay, in the fill surface dialog box, connected curve option is pre-selected. Select the sketch profile. Okay, now my first surface is created. Choose single curve option, select the arc, select this line and select this arc and select this edge. Okay, now see the result. My second surface is created. Now select this arc and choose stop intersection command. Select this arc. Okay. In the same way, create another surface on the opposite face of the model. It is important that all surfaces should be closed from the all sides. Only then it will become a solid part. Okay, now my various surfaces are created separately by using the fill surfaces command. Hide the visibility of the extrude feature. Now we will activate the sew command. Okay, now sew command dialog box is visible here. Select this surface and second select the all surfaces to generate the solid part. Okay. Now open the visibility of the extrude feature and close the visibility of the sketches. Now activate the unite command. Select this solid body and previous body. OK. Now my two solid bodies are converted into a single solid body by using unite command. Now we will activate the extrude command. OK, select the top face of the anvil to start the sketch and take the project of this face. Finish the sketch. Now the preview is visible here. Set the distance value 1 inches. Click OK. Create another new sketch on this face. OK. Activate the arc tool and start the arc from this point. And apply the dimension on these 2 points and set the value 5.5 inches. And set the arc radius will keep 18 inches. And start the line from this end point of the arc and this point. OK. Select this point and this edge and apply point on curve constraint. Now activate the mirror curve command. Choose single curve option. Select this arc. Choose Y axis. Click OK. OK, close the sketch profile by using line tool. Finish the sketch. and activate the extrude command. Select this sketch profile, choose reverse direction and set the distance value 1 inches. Click OK. Now activate the datum plane command. Select the XZ plane. Choose reverse direction button and set the offset distance value 16 inches. Click OK. Now see the result. My plane is created. Drag the plane from these endpoints to resize the plane. OK, that's it. And create a new sketch on this plane. Activate the circle tool and create a circle from here. Set the diameter value 1 inches. And apply the dimension on this edge and this center point of the circle, 0.5 inches. Select this point and y-axis and apply point on curve constraint. Okay, now my circle is fully constrained. Finish the sketch. Okay, create another new sketch on this plane. Now create a line from these two edges. That's it. And apply the dimension this edge and this line. Now activate the project curve command and select the side edges of the feature. OK. Select this point and this edge and apply point on curve constraint. And convert the side projected edges into construction geometry. Okay, that's it. Now create a point from the midpoint of the edge. And create a studio spline from this point and this point. Okay, that's it. And this point. Now my spline is created here. And activate the mirror curve command. Select the spline. Choose this line. OK. Now see the result. My spline is created on the opposite side by using mirror curve command. Finish the sketch and close the visibility of this plane. Hide the visibility of the circle. Now we will go to curve command and activate the project curve command. Choose connected curve option. Select the entire spline. OK. Select this face. In the direction area, choose along vector option. Select the y-axis. OK. Now see the result. My studio spleen is placed on the curved surface of anvil. OK, open the visibility of the circle. Now we will edit the plane on which we had made a circle earlier. OK, go to the sketch. Choose front view and create a line like this. Select the midpoint of the line and center point of the circle and apply coincident constraint. Activate the quick trim command and trim the unwanted lines. OK. Convert this line into reference geometry. OK. Finish the sketch. Choose isometric view. That's it. Activate the datum plane command. And choose convert and facets option. Choose 3 point. Select this point and this point and this point. OK. Now my plane has been created. Create a new sketch on this plane. And start the line from this point. Drag the line from this point. Select this point and end point of the spleen and apply the coincident constraint. Finish the sketch. And create another work plane as we had done earlier. And create a same sketch line. And apply coincident constraint. That's it. Finish the sketch. Hide the visibility of the plane. OK. Now we will activate the swept command. The swept dialog box is visible here. Select the spleen. OK. Second the circle. OK. Choose guide option and select the two side lines. OK, that's it. Click OK. Now my surface is created. Select this body and choose hide option. Activate the filled surface command. Select this circle. OK. And select the spleen. OK. Now my two surfaces has been created here. That's it. Now we will activate the sieve command. First select the surface, OK, then select the other surfaces, OK. Now my all these surfaces has been connected by the swim command. Now you can check the result by using the section view command. OK, activate the unite command. Select the first body and second body, click OK. Now my anvil model is converted into a single solid body by using unite command. OK, save the file. Now we will create a new sketch on the top face of the anvil. Create a sketch profile by using the line tool like this. OK, and apply the dimensions here. OK, finish the sketch. OK, now my sketch is complete. OK, now activate the sketch command and start the sketch YZ plane. OK. Now create a line from this point. Set the distance value 1.5 inches. OK, finish the sketch. Now activate the datum plane command. Select this point, and this point. OK. Now my 3-point plane is created, and start a new sketch on this plane. Now create a line from this point and this point, this point. OK, close the sketch profile. Finish the sketch. Rotate the model. Create a sketch on this face. Activate the project curve command. Select this arc. Finish the sketch. Now we will activate the fill surface command, select this line, this arc. OK. Now my surface is created. Now we will create 3 more surfaces like this. OK, that's it. OK. Now see the result. Hide the visibility of the previous feature and activate the swim command. Select this one and select this feature and this surface feature. OK. Open the visibility of the feature. Now activate the unite command. Select this feature and this feature. OK. Now see. Now my anvil is looking very fine. OK, save the file. Now we will activate the extrude command. Select the top face of the anvil to start the new sketch. Choose top view and create a rectangle like this. OK, and create a circle like this. OK, and we will apply the dimension on the rectangle. And set the diameter of the circle 1 inches. OK. Choose make symmetric command. Select the line of the rectangle and select the opposite line of the rectangle. OK, that's it. Select the x-axis. OK, now my rectangle is placed over the center of this face by using the symmetric command. OK, apply another dimension on this line and this edge 1 inches. OK, and select the center point of the circle and x-axis and apply the point on curve constraint. OK, that's it. And apply another dimension between the center point of the circle and this edge 1.5 inches and finish the sketch. OK, now the preview is visible here. Choose subtract option in the Boolean area. Choose reverse direction and set the distance value 1 inches. Click OK. Now my slot is cut over the top face of anvil. Activate the unite command and select this feature and bottom feature. OK. Now my anvil is converted into a single solid body. Start the sketch on this face. Start the line like this. And apply the dimension on this line. Okay, finish the sketch. Go back, return back to the isometric view. Go to the curve tab and activate the project curve command. Select this line. Okay. Next, select this face. Okay. Choose along face normal option, click apply. Now see the result. My line of project is placed over the curved surface of my anvil. Now activate the text tool. Select this face. Okay. Select curve option. Choose this curve. Okay. Now the preview is visible here. Set the name anvil. Okay. Okay, now my text is appear now. Hide the visibility of the sketch. Now we will activate the extrude command and select the text anvil. Okay, that's it. Choose the inferred vector option. Select the axis. Okay, now the preview is visible here. Set the distance value 1 by 16 inches. Select the second distance value 1 by 16 inches. Choose unite option. Click OK. Now see the result. My emboss feature is created by using extrude command. Okay, it looks good. Now select the face of the anvil text feature. Okay, and change the color of this feature. Choose red color. Okay, now see my text is looking good. Okay, save the file. Create a new sketch on this face. Start the line like this. Finish the sketch. Now activate the delete face command and select this face. Second, the tool option, click this line. OK. Now retrieve the model. In the same manner, create another line that we had done earlier. OK, delete face command and delete this line. OK, now my anvil model is completed. Now see, I hope you will like this video. If you may like this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. Please share the video with your friends and colleagues. Okay friends, goodbye.